Hey there. What if I told you that a simple change in what you eat could help you stay strong, independent, and out of a hospital bed as you age? Sounds pretty incredible, right? I'm talking about a silent issue that's stealing strength from millions of seniors: muscle loss. Every single day, dozens of older adults end up in the hospital because of falls tied to weak muscles. It's a problem that's quietly chipping away at freedom, confidence, and quality of life for so many. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. Stick with me, because today I'm going to share a game-changing list of foods, backed by science, that can help you or someone you love keep those muscles strong, even well into your 70s and 80s. And trust me, some of these might surprise you. By the end of this, you'll have a clear plan to fight back against muscle loss and keep living life on your terms. So, let's dive in. The hidden threat. Stealing your strength. Picture this. You're in your 60s, feeling pretty good, maybe a little slower than you used to be, but nothing major. Then one day, you go to stand up from your favorite armchair, and it's a struggle. Or worse, you take a small stumble and suddenly you're in the ER with a fracture. This isn't just bad luck, it's a warning sign of something called sarcopenia. That's the fancy medical term for age-related muscle loss, and it's way more common than you might think. After age 60, your body can lose up to a third of its muscle mass. A third. That's like losing the strength to carry groceries, climb stairs, or even get out of bed without help. Here's what's wild. Sarcopenia often sneaks up without any obvious red flags. You might not feel sick or notice anything wrong until it's too late. And the stats are sobering. Muscle loss is a factor in nearly 9 out of 10 nursing home admissions. That's not just a health issue, it's a financial and emotional gut punch for families. But here's where hope comes in. Researchers, like the folks at Harvard Medical School, have found that certain foods can actually slow down, or even reverse, this muscle-wasting process. Yes, even if you're in your 70s or 80s. So what are these powerhouse foods? Let's break them down one by one, and I'll explain why they are so effective and how you can easily add them to your life. The power of protein. Why it's your muscle's best friend. Before we get to the foods, let's talk about why protein is such a big deal. As we age, our muscles get a bit stubborn. They don't respond to protein the way they did when we were younger. It's like they need a louder signal to start rebuilding and repairing. That's where high-quality protein comes in. It's like the fuel that keeps your muscles firing on all cylinders. But not all proteins are created equal. Some foods have unique compounds that go beyond just protein, helping your muscles stay strong and resilient. And the best part, these foods are probably already in your grocery store just waiting to make a difference. Greek yogurt, the creamy muscle defender. Let's kick things off with something you might already love: Greek yogurt. Now, I'm not talking about that sugary, fruit-flavored stuff that tastes like dessert. I mean plain, full-fat Greek yogurt, the kind that's thick, creamy, and packed with muscle-saving goodness. What makes it so special? For starters, a single 6-ounce serving gives you 15 to 20 grams of high-quality protein. That's a serious boost for your muscles. But here's what sets Greek yogurt apart. It's loaded with casein, a type of protein that digests slowly. Think of it like a time-release capsule for your muscles, delivering amino acids steadily over hours. This is especially awesome if you eat it before bed. Why? Because when you're sleeping, your body goes into a fasting mode, and that's when muscle breakdown can sneak in. A scoop of Greek yogurt at night can help keep that in check. Plus, it's got calcium, vitamin D, and phosphorus, nutrients that keep your bones strong and your muscles working smoothly. And let's not forget the probiotics. These little guys keep your gut healthy, which might not sound like a muscle thing, but trust me, it is. A healthy gut helps your body absorb nutrients better and keeps inflammation in check, both of which are critical for holding on to muscle mass. My tip? Go for plain Greek yogurt and jazz it up with some fresh berries or a drizzle of honey. Aim to eat it 3 or 4 times a week, maybe as a bedtime snack. It's simple, delicious, and your muscles will thank you. Oily fish, the omega-3 powerhouse. Next up, let's talk about fish. Not just any fish, but the fatty ones like salmon, mackerel, or sardines. These are like superheroes for your muscles. A 4-ounce piece of salmon gives you about 20 grams of protein, which is awesome on its own. But the real magic comes from omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These compounds are like anti-inflammatory warriors, fighting off the chronic inflammation that can eat away at your muscles as you age. Here's something cool. Omega-3s make your muscles more sensitive to protein. That means the protein you eat works harder to build and maintain muscle. Studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate fatty fish twice a week saw way less muscle loss over 3 years compared to those who skipped it. Plus, these fish are packed with vitamin D, which is super important because a lot of seniors are low on it. Vitamin D helps your muscles stay strong and functional. Try to eat fatty fish at least twice a week. Go for wild caught if you can. It's got even more of those good fats. Not a fish fan. A high-quality fish oil supplement can help, but whole fish is always the gold standard. Grill up some salmon with a little lemon and herbs, and you've got a meal that's as tasty as it is good for you. Eggs, the budget-friendly muscle booster. All right, let's talk about eggs. I know, you've probably heard mixed messages about eggs over the years, but let me set the record straight. Eggs are one of the best, most affordable ways to keep your muscles strong. A single large egg has about 6 grams of protein, and it's what scientists call a complete protein, meaning it's got all the amino acids your muscles need. Now here's the thing, don't skip the yolk. I get it. Egg whites are low-cal, but the yolk is where half the protein lives, plus nutrients like choline, vitamin D, and leucine. Leucine is a big deal because it's like the ignition key for muscle growth, especially in older adults. Research from the University of Illinois showed that eating whole eggs after a workout boosted muscle building by 40% compared to just egg whites. And don't worry about the cholesterol thing. Modern science says eating up to 7 eggs a week is safe for most people, and might even improve your cholesterol profile. Add 1 or 2 eggs to your daily routine, maybe at breakfast when protein is often low. Hard-boiled eggs are perfect for a quick snack, especially if you're not up for cooking. They're cheap, versatile, and a total win for your muscles. Nuts and seeds, the tiny muscle protectors. Now let us shift gears to something you might not think of as a muscle food. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds. These little guys are packed with plant-based protein, healthy fats, and micronutrients that work together to keep your muscles in fighting shape. A quarter cup of almonds gives you about 6 grams of protein plus magnesium, which is crucial for muscle contractions and energy. Here's why nuts and seeds are so great. They've got stuff like alpha-linolenic acid in walnuts, a plant-based omega-3 that fights inflammation. Pumpkin seeds are loaded with zinc, which supports testosterone production, a hormone that helps maintain muscle even as you age. And vitamin E, found in lots of nuts and seeds, acts like a shield, protecting your muscle cells from oxidative damage. Studies from Tufts University show that seniors with higher vitamin E levels lose muscle more slowly. Try eating 1 to 2 ounces of mixed nuts and seeds daily. Portion them out to avoid overdoing it, since they're calorie-dense. Go for unsalted to keep sodium in check, especially if you're watching your blood pressure. Sprinkle them on yogurt or salads, or just grab a handful as a snack. Beans and legumes, the underrated muscle allies. Okay, let's talk about beans and legumes. Think black beans, lentils, chickpeas. These might not scream muscle food, but they're seriously underrated. A cup of cooked beans gives you about 15 grams of protein, plus something called resistant starch. This stuff feeds the good bacteria in your gut, and here's why that matters. A healthy gut reduces inflammation that can break down muscle. Plus, beans are loaded with fiber, which keeps your blood sugar stable and prevents muscle breakdown caused by insulin spikes. Beans also bring minerals like potassium, magnesium, and iron to the table, nutrients that are often low in seniors' diets. Iron, for example, helps your muscles use oxygen efficiently, which is key for energy and strength. Research from Tufts University found that seniors who ate legumes 4 times a week had better muscle maintenance over 5 years compared to those who rarely ate them. Aim for 3 to 4 servings of beans or legumes a week. If they give you tummy troubles, start small and soak dried beans overnight to make them easier to digest. Canned beans work too. Just rinse them to cut down on sodium. Toss some chickpeas into a salad or blend up a lentil soup. It's an easy way to give your muscles a boost. Leafy greens, the surprising muscle supporters. Now you might be thinking, leafy greens for muscles? Yep, you heard me right. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, these aren't just for your salads or smoothies, they're muscle-saving superstars. Here's the deal. Leafy greens are packed with nitrates, which your body turns into nitric oxide. That's a compound that boosts blood flow to your muscles, helping deliver nutrients and clear out waste. Research from the Karolinska Institute shows that nitrates improve muscle function, especially in older adults who often deal with reduced blood flow. These greens are also loaded with calcium, magnesium, and potassium, electrolytes that keep your muscles contracting smoothly. A cup of cooked spinach gives you almost 40% of your daily magnesium, which can prevent cramps and weakness. And then there's vitamin K, which is getting a lot of attention for its role in protein metabolism and muscle health. A 2015 study in the Journals of Gerontology found that seniors with higher vitamin K intake had less muscle loss. Try to eat at least 2 cups of leafy greens every day. Blend them into a smoothie, toss them into an omelette, or sauté them with garlic and olive oil for a tasty side. Pre-washed greens are a lifesaver if you're short on time or energy. Extra virgin olive oil, the anti-inflammatory ally. All right, let's talk about something you might not expect on this list. Extra virgin olive oil. This isn't a protein source, but it's a game changer for your muscles because of its anti-inflammatory powers. It contains a compound called oleocanthal that works like a natural ibuprofen, calming down the low-grade inflammation that can eat away at your muscles as you age. A study from the University of Louisiana found that oleocanthal actually blocks enzymes that break down muscle protein. Olive oil also improves insulin sensitivity, which is huge because insulin resistance can make it harder for your muscles to use protein effectively. Plus, its monounsaturated fats support hormone production, like testosterone and growth hormone, which naturally decline with age. The Predimed study showed that seniors who used olive oil daily as part of a Mediterranean diet had stronger muscles and less frailty after 5 years. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil to your day, drizzle it on salads, use it as a finishing touch on veggies, or cook with it at low heat to keep its benefits intact. Store it in a dark bottle away from heat and check the harvest date to make sure it's fresh. Berries, the antioxidant protectors. Berries might seem like a dessert food, but they're secretly muscle-protecting powerhouses. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries. They're bursting with antioxidants like anthocyanins and polyphenols. These compounds neutralize free radicals that can damage your muscle cells and slow down recovery as you age. A study from Tufts University found that eating blueberries improved muscle performance and recovery in older adults. Berries also help manage inflammation by calming down signaling molecules called cytokines. Chronic inflammation is a big driver of muscle loss, but berries help restore balance. Plus, the vitamin C in berries, especially strawberries, supports collagen production, which keeps the connective tissues around your muscles strong. Aim for at least 1 cup of mixed berries daily. Fresh or frozen, they're equally nutritious, and frozen ones are often cheaper and easier to keep on hand. Add them to yogurt, oatmeal, or smoothies, or just eat them as a sweet, healthy snack. They're a delicious way to give your muscles some love. Lean beef, the protein heavyweight. Let's talk about lean beef. Think sirloin, tenderloin, or round. A 4-ounce serving packs about 25 grams of protein with an amino acid profile that's practically tailor-made for your muscles. Beef is especially rich in leucine, which flips the switch on muscle protein synthesis. As we age, our muscles need more leucine to get the same growth response, and beef delivers it in spades. Beef also brings creatine to the table, a compound that boosts muscle energy and volume. As we get older, our bodies make less creatine, so getting it from food becomes more important. Plus, beef is loaded with bioavailable iron, zinc, and B vitamins, all of which support muscle energy and oxygen delivery. Research from McMaster University showed that seniors who ate lean beef and did resistance training had better strength gains than those relying on plant-based proteins. Stick to lean cuts and aim for 2 to 3 4 to 6 ounce servings a week. Grass-fed beef is even better because it's got more anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Grill up a steak or make some beef stir-fry. It is a hearty way to keep your muscles strong. Whey protein, the muscle-saving champion. And now the star of the show, whey protein. This stuff is like the gold standard for fighting age-related muscle loss. It's a complete protein from dairy, and it's got the highest leucine content of any natural food. Leucine is the key to sparking muscle growth, especially in older muscles that are a bit resistant to growth signals. Whey digests fast, flooding your bloodstream with amino acids to tackle that resistance head-on. A major study from McMaster University found that seniors who used whey protein had 40% better muscle maintenance than those getting the same protein from regular foods. Whey also has bioactive peptides that improve blood flow, boost insulin sensitivity, and reduce inflammation. And it's rich in cysteine, which helps your body make glutathione, the ultimate antioxidant for protecting muscle tissue. For the best results, aim for 20 to 30 grams of whey protein daily, ideally within 30 minutes of a workout. Look for minimally processed whey isolate or concentrate, free of added sugars or artificial junk. If dairy's an issue, hydrolyzed whey might be easier on your stomach. Mix it with water, milk, or blend it into a smoothie with berries and greens from this list for a muscle-preserving powerhouse meal.
Bringing it all together, your muscle-saving plan. So there you have it, 10 foods that can help you hold on to your strength and independence as you age. From creamy Greek yogurt to juicy berries, these aren't just random foods. They're backed by science to fight sarcopenia and keep you moving. The beauty of this list is that it's not about drastic changes. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet or spend hours in the kitchen. Start small. Maybe add some Greek yogurt to your evening routine or swap out a snack for a handful of nuts. Over time, these little choices add up to big results. Here's my challenge to you. Pick 1 or 2 of these foods and try adding them to your week. Maybe you're already a fan of eggs or salmon. Great. Lean into those and experiment with something new like whey protein or leafy greens. And if you've noticed a difference in your strength or mobility from eating these foods, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and let me know what's working for you. Where are you tuning in from? And which of these foods are you excited to try? Maintaining muscle isn't just about looking good. It's about staying free, active, and in control of your life. Falls, hospital stays, losing your independence, those don't have to be your story. With these foods in your corner, you're giving your body the tools it needs to stay strong. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you found this helpful, give the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips to live your best life. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay strong.